Hello again, I'm Jeff Goldstein, and this is my second and perhaps not worst blog entry ever. Video blog thingamajig entry. Anyway, let's begin. People often ask me, Jeff, why does your hair stand up so much? How do you get so much volume? Let me tell you, it's this. DNA, which is today's plug. DNA. Actually, this is someone else's plasma DNA. I don't even know what it does. It's totally unrelated. But there's DNA in there. So, there you have it. The content that I want to get to is this book that I've been reading in Carolyn. It's Guns, Germs, and Steel, which I'm sure everyone else read like 5 years ago. Also, note that this is the paperback version. That's, I'm not going to read the citation, but that should be good enough. Anyway, I'm not done with it yet, so I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to say anything about the thesis overall, but I do have some things that fairly bother me. I'm going to try and stick with the major stuff, which is still... Okay, so the first thing is, on page 20, Jared Diamond talks about meeting with Yali and walking along the beach, and his... I can't think about that anymore. Okay, so Jared Diamond and Yali, he's in New Guinea, and he thinks that people from New Guinea are smarter than Westerners, and he gives some evolutionary biology reasons why that could be relating to their society. Let's just say that the IQ test may not be the most valid instrument, it may not be the kind of thing that really does pick up intelligence universally across all races, but Jared Diamond is not such a validated instrument. Number two, he talks about how in... basically, I'm going to denounce his entire previous book here, which is called The Third Chimpanzee. And the thesis of that, or part of the thesis of that, I don't know, I'm just going off of the summary in this book, is that the thing that differentiates human societies from chimpanzees is that we have a different voice box that allows us to make much more interesting vocal noises, which allows us to establish language. I'm going to denounce that as being completely wrong, and I can tell you why. It's very obvious. Deaf people. Deaf people, they don't have language. They don't have speech. They don't need their voice boxes. But when you put a bunch of deaf kids together, even deaf kids that are not, they don't know any sign language, you just put them together during the critical language learning period, and they sign to each other. They do sign language. Now, we do have one muscle in our hand that monkeys don't have. It's the muscle that lets you do this motion. It's opponent's pollicis in here for all of you lovely medical anatomy people. This is not like the most frequent gesture in sign language. I don't even know if it comes up. I mean, just the opposing part. This means the same thing in sign language. You could do this without the muscle that we have. So it's not that. Come on, it's the neuroanatomy. It's the stuff inside the head. Okay, and then the third thing is relates to Columbus's discovery of America. And I put up the finger quotes because Diamond, whenever he says Columbus's discovery, he always puts it in quotes. And the problem with quotes is that, okay, I have a meta problem with quotes, but in this case, let me put it this way. Let's say I come home early one day and I find my wife, or of course I don't have a wife, but let's assume I have a wife. I find my wife having sex with my best friend. Is it fair to say that I've discovered my wife is having an affair? Does the fact that I discovered it take away from the fact that she already knew she was having an affair? I mean, it's a discovery. It's a fair use of the word. So it's fair to say that Columbus discovered America because he, and through him, Europeans became aware of the existence of America, which, by implication, does not degrade the Indians' foreknowledge that America existed. So either use discovery without the irony quotes, or just, use some other word. I don't like the quotes. It makes things too vague. that's about it. Obviously, I have other things that I could address. I guess, nah, I'm not going to do that. I was going to do the question of the week, but forget about it. I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.